Hey, what's up guys? In this video we're going to talk about CSS Display Property. So the CSS Display Property is very important and it is used to control the layout of the page. So we can use the display property and we can specify how an element is to be displayed. So the display property can have the value as block, or also it can have the value as inline, and also it can have the value as none. So first of all we're going to talk about the block element. So the block element will always start in a new line and they will take up the full width available. Like an example, the div element is one example of the block element. So if we add border of 1 pixel solid red, then you can see the div element is taking the full width of the browser and it will always start in a new line. And other example of the block level element are the headers from h1 to h6, the p element, the footer, the section. All of these are example of the block element. And next we have the inline element. So the inline elements will not start in a new line and it is going to only take the width that is necessary. Like an example, the span is one example of the inline element. So if we add border around the span 1 pixel solid blue, and you can see the span element is not taking the full width of the window, it is only taking the width that is necessary. And also the span element will not start in a new line. And other example of the inline element are, we have the anchor element and also the image. All of these are example of the inline element. And also we can use the display value as none. So whenever we use the display as none, it is mainly used to hide the element as if the element is not there. So other elements will take the spot of the hidden element. Now the span is one inline element, but we can use the display property and we can make it one block element. And you can see now the span is taking the full width of the window. That's because we make the span as a block element using the display property. Similarly, also we can create the list item like item 1, item 2 and item 3. We know that the list items are the block element. They start in the new line and they takes up the full width of the window. Now we can use the display property. So I'm gonna select ul li, and now we can use the display property and we can make the list item as inline. And you can see the items are side by side and they are not taking the full width of the window. So we have made the list item inline by using the display property as inline. So this is mainly used to make the horizontal menu. And next we can use the display value as none to hide one element. Like an example, we can use the inline style and we can use the display as none to hide the item 1. And you can see the item 1 is hidden and the item 2 is taking the place of the item 1. So the display none will hide the element and other elements will take the spot of the hidden element as if the item was not there. And this is the difference from the visibility hidden property. If we use the visibility hidden, then other elements will not take the place of the hidden element. So this is the way we can use the CSS display property, and we can make one element to display block, and also we can make one element to display inline, and also we can use the display none property and we can hide one element as if the element was not there. So hope you understand the concept. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you.